Tonight, Minnesota is on edge yet again after the fatal shooting of an ICU nurse by immigration agents. The community gathered in Minneapolis early today for a vigil to honor Alex Pretti. A friend and mentor is describing the 37-year-old Pretti as a good citizen whose life was just starting. ABC's Trevor Ault is on the scene in Minneapolis again tonight, and we do want to warn you that some viewers may find the videos disturbing.
Tonight, heartbreak and outrage in Minneapolis after another person was shot and killed by federal agents.
How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end?
Police identifying the man shot as 37-year-old Alex Pretti, an American citizen and Minneapolis native who worked as an ICU nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs, seen here reading the final salute for a fallen veteran.
Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it.
Local authorities say Pretti was a lawful gun owner with a license to carry and no criminal record. Video from the scene Saturday morning shows Pretti trying to help a woman who had been surrounded by agents. He appears to be holding a phone before he's shoved by a federal officer, pepper sprayed, and pulled into the street. 3 officers appear to grapple with Pretti. One agent appears to repeatedly hit him. One agent appears to draw a handgun, and another agent appears to remove a gun from Pretti's waistband. Graphic video then shows an officer firing as Pretti is on the ground. The officer's backing away and continuing to fire.
What did you just do?
An independent audio analysis found 10 shots were fired in less than 5 seconds. A doctor who says they treated Pretti at the scene, saying in an affidavit the victim had at least 3 bullet wounds in his back, an additional gunshot wound on the victim's upper left chest, and another possible gunshot wound on his neck.
We believe that Donald Trump needs to pull these 3,000 untrained agents out of Minnesota before they kill another person.
Border Patrol officials said the shooting happened while they were conducting a targeted operation for a person in the country illegally. They claim Pretti approached Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun seen here, along with 2 magazines, and said agents attempted to disarm him, but he violently resisted.
When someone makes the choice to come into an active law enforcement scene, interfere, obstruct, delay, or assault law enforcement officers, and they bring a weapon to do that, that is a choice that individual made.
Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem insists the agent fired defensive shots.
This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
So far, they provided no evidence supporting those claims. And in the video of the shooting, Pretti does not appear to draw his weapon at any point. The state of Minnesota is now vowing a full investigation.
Thank God we have video, because according to DHS, these 7 heroic guys took an onslaught of a battalion against them or something. It's nonsense, people.
Overnight, the Minneapolis community coming together in a candlelight vigil, continuing to protest.
There's been demonstrators out here since this shooting first happened, sometimes thousands at a time. The fires are to stay warm in the sub-zero temperatures. We know there's been protests happening every day in Minneapolis since Renee Good was shot 2.5 weeks ago.
Pretti's parents saying their son was a kind-hearted soul who wanted to make a difference in the world, and telling the Associated Press they had spoken with him about the ongoing protests.
He cared about people deeply, and he was very upset with what was happening in Minneapolis and throughout the United States with ICE.
He loved his country, but he hated what people were doing to it.
And Linsey, Border Patrol Commander-at-Large Greg Vivino says all of the agents involved in this shooting are still working, but they had been moved out of Minneapolis. He says DHS is going to investigate the shooting, but he repeatedly defended the agents, saying they had to make a split-second decision. Linsey?
Trevor, thank you.